Welcome to Fanny Magnet. Right now in this video I'll explain you everything about Mac if you're a first time user of a Mac. And this video is very important if you got your new MacBook and you are a first time user for a Mac computer. In this video I'm going to cover a few basics and few advanced things which you must know before start using a Mac computer. So let's get started. So the first thing, if you are a Windows user for your whole life and you got a Mac computer or MacBook for the first time, the first thing you will notice the icons, the screen, the setting is completely different from what Windows has. So let's take a look on the functions which we get on the desktop. The first, here you get the eject for your DVD. Once you click on this, the DVD will come out. This icon, this little arrow. Then just next to that there is a Wi-Fi by which you can turn on, turn off Wi-Fi, and also you can connect to different networks. Then just next to the Wi-Fi there is a volume key which you can use to control your volume. Let's come to the desktop screen, and the first thing what everyone do once they get their own computer, once they get their Mac, they want to change a wallpaper. They want to change a desktop wallpaper. So in Mac it is more similar to like Windows, but still little different. So you just have to right click on your desktop, and here you will see change desktop background. Click on that and you can choose your whatever background you want. And you need to understand, in this you don't have a OK button or apply key. Okay, you just select the wallpaper and it's done. Once you have selected your favorite background, you just have to close and it's saved. Okay, and if you notice this area, all the icons are overlaying on each other. Okay, so in order to align this, you can do this manually, by just pulling and keeping the icons, or else you just have to right click on that on the desktop screen and click on clean up, and you can see that it's arranged all the icons accordingly to the Mac operating system. So this was all about a desktop. Now we will go ahead inside and we'll understand more in detail. So first take a look on the configuration. Everyone loves to see the configuration. They love to show other what configuration you have. In Windows you just have to right click on the My Computer and go to properties, and it shows you what RAM you have, what processor you have, and so on. Here it's very simple. Click on Apple logo and click on about this Mac. Once you click on that, you will get the operating system name, what kind of Mac you have. I'm using Mac Mini this time. So I have Mac Mini, that's late 2014. The processor is i5 1.4 gigahertz. The memory I have, that is 4 gigs DDR3, and this is what graphic which I have. And if you click on display, it will show you what kind of display you have if you're using an external display. In my case I'm using a Dell. In storage it tells you what kind of storage you have, if you have a SSD or a normal hard drive, and so on. So to check the configuration, just click on Apple logo and about this Mac. Now we will take a look on how we can bring the hard drive, the DVD, the external drives on the desktop screen. In order to do that, you just have to click on Finder, then click on Preferences, and here if you click on hard drive, you can see that these two hard drives just came when I click on hard drive. You see that? Here we go. External drives, CD, DVDs, and connected servers. So once you click on that, all the internal hard drives will show up on the desktop screen. In order to do that, you just have to click on Finder and Preferences. And by the way, I have created two partitions on this Mac for my dual boot, that hence you see two hard drives. Generally you will have one hard drive if you do not have a dual operating system. By default they give you Safari browser, and this is how Safari will look. Safari is more like, if I want to compare this Safari browser, I will say it is more like Google Chrome. Okay, it is fast, it's work completely, it support everything, and I'm really happy using a Safari, but I do also use Google Chrome sometime. And if you have noticed, if you click on this screen, Safari or any application will go to full screen. Okay, so if you want to make it little small, you have to put the cursor on the top, as it will be hide. and then click on this little green and it will become smaller, and this yellow is to minimize, and definitely the red is to close. If you have noticed one important thing, that is on Windows we get these all options on the right hand side, but on Mac you get all these options on left hand side. So with the time you will be used to with this kind of thing. Then let's take a look on the folders. Like as in Windows we have download, we have desktop folders, we have users, and so on. So here the same thing. Once you open a hard drive or anything, okay, let's open any folder, it will do the work. So if I open this folder, you can see I have my iCloud drive. That's your Sky drive which you get with Windows 10, the live drive. Then you have application folder. Here you will have a list of all the installed application in your Mac. You see that I have these bunch of application installed here. Then you will have a desktop. So whatever you have on your desktop will be visible here. Then you have your documents. Whatever you save in your documents will be stored here. Then you have your downloads. Whatever you download will get stored in this folder. It is more like a Windows only. Now what are these devices? The remote disk is for the DVD which is connected. This Apple is my own hard drive, and this is the second hard drive of a partition 1, as I'm using a dual boot. So this is one hard drive and this is second partition of that same hard drive. So if you're connecting your external drives or any other hard drive or DVD or anything, it will be visible here. And also if other computers are in network, it will be visible in this location. And also definitely you can change the view according to you want. You see that by clicking on the view option on the top. So it's more like the Windows options only. So let's close this thing now. Now many a time what happen, you want to force quit application. If you want to close any application forcefully, in Windows you go to Task Manager and you close the application. In the Mac you don't have a Task Manager, but instead you get a force quit option. So in order to open force quit, you just have to click on the Apple logo and click on force quit. So once you click on that, it will show you the list of application open. So select the application which you want to force quit. In my case, I'll try with Google Chrome. I'll select Google Chrome and then force quit. And it will ask you that do you want to force quit this application? I'll say yes, go ahead. And here we go. This was a simple step of how you can force quit any application in your Mac. So this is more like a task manager, but it is very user friendly and more like a task manager only. So I'll close this thing now. So you can get this force quit option when you click on the Apple logo on the top. Now I know that when you were using a Windows computer, you used to have a start button, and when you click on that start button you used to get all the list of application which you wanted to open. In Mac you really do not have that start button, but you do have something similar which is called Launchpad. Okay, so when you click on Launchpad, it gives you a list of applications which are installed in the Mac, and this is the first screen. So if you want to go on the left and right hand side, you can just scroll it on your touchpad, or you can use your mouse to scroll and you can check what are the other list of applications. So as I said, that Launchpad is more like a start key of a Mac. Now this is a trash. Okay, trash is more like the recycle bin what we have in the Windows. So if you want to put anything in trash or you want to delete anything, just click on that, right click on that and click on move to trash. It will go to this trash bin. And definitely same, you can clean the trash by right click and empty trash. This process is same and more like what you have in Windows. Now in Windows, as you have Outlook, okay, that you use to your email, in this you get a mail. So you can use this mail application, and this is inbuilt. Okay, you don't have to buy, you don't have to purchase this application. This is inbuilt, you get when you buy a Mac. Use this mail app in order to use your emails in this Mac. And I have made another video on which you can learn how we can configure our mail. Just do check that video. The link is in below description. Now if you see on the extreme right corner of the screen, you will see a little search thing. Okay, when you click on that, you get a spotlight. That's called a spotlight. The shortcut key for spotlight is command and space, and when you will get a spotlight, you can type anything in this and you can do a search. For example, if I want to open disk utility, I'll just type disk and it will show me a disk utility option. Now let's understand system preferences. Okay, if you are new to Mac, I think you need to understand system preferences. Once you understand system preferences, you will understand most of the advanced, settings and configuration of a Mac. System preferences is more like a control panel what we have in our Windows. So let's open system preferences, and here if you see that I have all the other options which I can make changes in my Mac. Example, in energy saver, that's a power saver, the keyboard setting, the mouse, the trackpad, printers and scanners, sound, internet user, extension, network and everything. Okay, so this is more like control panel of your Mac. So if you just play with this system preferences for a few days, like for 1 day, 2 day, you will able to understand what thing is doing what. And just for your basic information, this users and group is to create user and delete user, change the username, change the password. I have created one video on how you can create, change the username, how you can change the password. Do check that video also in order to understand more about this users and group. So let me close this. Now in Windows, you used to get reboot key or somewhere here on the left corner of the screen, but in Windows you have to click on Apple logo, and then you have a sleep, restart, shutdown and logout. These are the options which you get with Mac. And in order to open calculator, you don't have to do a search, you can do that, but here is the shortcut. You just have to click on this little 3 line and here you will get your calculator. And also here you can set a news feedings and the events or your reminder kind of thing on this notification bar. Now let's talk about the application. Now generally what happened, in Windows computer, we used to get a file. When we open that, we get next, then I agree kind of thing in order to install any application. The same thing goes here, but a little different. All the applications you see here are kind of a portable application, you can see. For example, if I want to remove this TeamViewer, I just have to right click on that and move to trash, and that thing get deleted. You don't have the control panel option here where you have to select and uninstall that application. Just a right click and move to trash will delete that application from your system. So, and also if you want to install any application, you just have to take that application and move it to the application folder and you are done. So I will say more the applications are like a kind of a portable application what we have in Windows, where we do not install them but we keep them in a folder and we use it. So this was a short video on which I have explained few things and few advanced options on how to use a Mac. And if you're watching this video, watch this video 1 to 2 times, and I'm sure that you will be clear with most of the ideas if you are a first time user of a Mac computer. And surely I will be making a few more videos on the same thing for the first time user of a Mac computer. So do subscribe to the channel, and if you think this video was helpful, this video was worth, do not forget to leave a like button as a feedback, and for more such videos subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you for watching the video. Have a wonderful day.